Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to share with you my most guarded secret on how I create $10,000 days using the power of Facebook ads and a secret formula on how I put together my sales funnels. I've been out here in Bali for the last 2 months, and right now I am on Menjagan, and this is just one of the areas that we go to just to relax, and this is a villa that I'm at currently right now. And none of this would have been possible for the automated systems that I had in place, and more importantly, my high ticket sales funnels that I put in place in order to receive the amount of money that I've been able to receive through these types of funnels. So I'm going to talk about the fundamentals of creating a $10,000 offer, what you should have in place in order to sell a $10,000 offer, and then obviously I'm going to be sharing with you some of my tips on how I've used Facebook ads in order to send traffic into my funnel that I've created. Then I'm also going to be breaking down exactly what the sales funnel looks like in order for you to create those types of days. Now, this is not like your traditional sales funnel where you're literally going to have everything completely automated and you're going to just have $10,000 days coming into your bank account without speaking to that person. Definitely when you have high ticket sales in place, you're going to have to speak to people, and you're going to have something in place to automate that aspect of it. So I don't get on the phone and close $10,000 deals myself. I have a sales team in place, and once you get a sales team in place, you don't have to do all of the grunt work that's involved when you're looking to close $10,000 deals, $20,000, $25,000 deals, in which I have using the same exact funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and put some clothes on, and I'm going to hop on my computer, and I'm going to share with you the details on exactly how to do this. In the meantime, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I have multiple videos packed full of value, sharing with you my most guarded secrets on how I've been able to not only survive for the past 9 years, but flourish, have a business that just runs by itself. So I'll see you right on over on the computer. All right, guys, before I hop back into this pool, I wanted to share with you guys my secret on how I actually create $10,000 days. As you can see here, I have a screenshot just to show you proof, because obviously you know the proof is in the pudding. And so I'm showing you this screenshot of my Stripe account, $10,000 day. This is actually a $10,000 sale that came through from a funnel that I created and used on Facebook. So there's actually several segments to this training. I'm going to try to go over it as quickly as possible, not making this video too long. But the first segment I'm going to talk about is the structure of a $10,000 sales funnel. Okay, and then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys about the Facebook ads and what I did as far as targeting and everything in order to make that work. I actually have a secret formula behind how I actually use Facebook ads, and I actually have instant results with the Facebook ads using this method. It's a little bit different than most people, but if you're to this point where you're ready to make $10,000 sales and you have something to offer that that measures up to charging $10,000, then I'm going to show you how you can get unlimited customers that come through your business where you can charge $10,000 for those individuals. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on over to the whiteboard, and I'm going to break this down. All right, so the way this works is, first of all, the front end of your entire funnel that you're going to have here is specifically designed to give as much value as possible. All right, and it has to be on a topic that you are an expert in. You can't just say, well, I'm going to pick this program, or I'm going to pick this topic and I'm going to charge $10,000. This is definitely got to be something that you're consulting on right now, or you're looking to consult on, but you have experience in the field. And so, like, there's people out there like Sam Ovens, Russ Ruffino, John Penberthy. These individuals charge high amounts for their coaching, And the way that they're able to do that is by this same exact process that I'm talking about here. So like, for example, John Penberthy is good at Facebook ads, and he's good at structuring sales funnels for high ticket. Again, Russ Ruffino's, he's an expert at consulting people who have businesses and would like to get unlimited customers in their business. Same thing with Sam Ovens in the consulting niche. So if you have something of value like that, then I definitely suggest using this model in order to spice things up. So jumping right straight on into this thing, and again, it doesn't have to be consulting, blah blah blah. Like, you can be good at making, ClickBank sales, 10,000, you make like $40,000, $50,000 a month, or, different things like that will allow you to do that. Okay. You can even be a Shopify expert, whatever. Okay. So the whole idea behind this is, and the first piece is, you need to have a webinar, all right? A webinar funnel. All right, and typically these webinars, what did I say? Webinar. These webinars are an hour long. Sometimes you'll see individuals have 2-hour long webinars, but keep it within 45 minutes to an hour long, giving as much value as you possibly can, and then closing out by sending them to an application process. Now, you guys have heard me talk about this before, and I preach about having an application process because it helps you to qualify people on autopilot. And so, like with this webinar, we use something called Webinar Jam. Okay, Webinar Jam. All right, and Webinar Jam is an automated webinar platform that you can use in order to automate the process. So you're going to be sending traffic from Facebook, and this traffic from Facebook is going to arrive on your webinar registration page. When they register for your webinar, you're going to capture the lead. That lead then is going to get a series of emails leading up to arriving on this webinar. Once they arrive on this webinar, they get value. A certain percentage of these people are going to fill out an application. A certain percentage of these people are going to be qualified to speak on the phone with your sales rep team. Now, obviously you can get on the phone yourself. However, you want to be professional with this, and you want to have a team in place to help you to take care of all the little tidbits and stuff. And so you want to have a phone team that gets on the phone, further qualifies the lead. Okay, this is the first step. They qualify the lead. Phone team. All right, that's the first step of the sales team, is to qualify the lead. Then once they qualify the lead, and any lead that actually qualifies further, you're going to get them on the phone. You're going to get on the phone with these people, or you can have a manager on your phone sales team get on the phone with this individual that qualified through this process, and this is where the sale happens. Okay, close. All right, that's where the sale actually happens. And so, like, this is the process that I use. This is the process that a lot of the individuals that you see who are making those high ticket sales use in order to make this happen. But what I want to talk about also is, how do you jump the curve? What is the secret to getting highly qualified leads to register for your webinar? Right? And I definitely want to break down that secret for you. But this is exactly what you need to have in place in order to make this work. Because I used to try to sell straight off of the webinar, and I did, but the highest I've been able to go is about $1,000 in order for me to make consistent profit with that webinar. And so, like, what I developed and what I decided to do, because I know that I can get on the phone and close people, and then, eventually, once I got really bogged down with a lot of calls and stuff, I started ordering I started hiring a sales team. So you can go that route too as well. You can get on the phone, you can talk to people, the applicants, and close them out. But the only thing is, like, you won't have, you won't have no one to pass the mic to close the sale. You're going to be the one that qualifies and closes the sale at the same time. And so, like, there, obviously there's different levels to what you can do as far as like what you want to charge. You can charge no less than 3,000, right? You can go 3,000. You can go 5,000. You can go to 7,500. You can go to 10,000. Right? And then you can go to 25,000 here. And typically with these prices, like a $25,000 product, this is like a mastermind intensive where you get to meet in person and really break things down for them right there in person. So a $3,000 product is typically in like a group, like an intensive mastermind group where they get to learn for 6 weeks or 8 weeks at a time, right? I mean, like once a week for 8 weeks, once a week for 6 weeks, with like emergency call. And this is where you're going to walk them through on helping them to get a transformation. Same thing with 5,000, 7,500. It's a little bit different. And then $10,000 here is really more like a intimate experience. All right, and there usually is a cap to the amount of people that you put in this type of mastermind here. So, and then this 25,000, like I said, again, is a in-person live type of thing where they get to meet you in person and learn from you directly at that event or mastermind. Usually, we get like a mansion, we rent a mansion or whatever, and then we have individuals come to that mastermind, and then we teach them some secrets that pretty much nobody else at these other levels will learn, because obviously they're wanting to get to a new level, and you have to like break things down to them so that they understand exactly what to charge and whatnot. So so what I'm going to do right now, since I've already broken this down to you: webinar process, an hour long, application process to qualify, phone sales team to further qualify, and then you have the manager who actually takes the call, or it can be you, and basically close the sale at that point. I can tell you from experience, even if you do get on the phone at this point, it's going to be so easy because they've already looked the perception of how people view you. They couldn't even get on the phone with you here, right? You had a professional team that talked to them and handled it and actually qualified them. Then by the time that they get on the phone with you here, they're going to be looking at you like a god, right? And that's the whole psychology behind this is by developing this type of funnel. But I didn't want to go into too much detail here. I'm going to go ahead and hop on over to the training on Facebook ads and what I do. All right, so I'm going to share with you the secret that I use in order to create these $10,000 days, and it's a whole lot different than what you thought, or it might have been something that would have took you a while to figure out. But anyway, I'm going to show you my secret on how to make this happen. So I'm going to dive straight into this thing. $10,000 days with Facebook ads. This is a secret. First, you need to create a video script for a 5-minute video. Okay, 5-minute video script for your video. Secondly, you're going to create a 1-minute video. And this 1-minute video, the reason why I need a 1-minute video is because I like to run ads on Instagram and also on Facebook. So Facebook, I let the 5-minute video run, and then I have the 1-minute video run. Now it's the content in terms of how the video is laid out is exactly the same. The only difference is the copy on the video that we, the script that we use on the video, it only lasts 1 minute. Okay, and so try to be as interactive as possible. If you can't, again, the copy is the most important part here. So if you want to invest, or you should invest into a copywriter to write up a script for you for your video. Okay, if you're not good at copy, I definitely suggest doing that. And then next thing is you need to create a $10 offer. Now this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it's going to make you a shit ton of money because of what I'm going to tell you next. You're going to build a buyers list with this $10 offer. Okay, so every email of every person that purchases this $10 offer, you're going to collect that list. And this $10 offer is really is like a value-packed training that you're going to give away. It can be a PDF file, it can be an ebook, but this $10 offer is what you're going to use to really pique their interest and help them to understand, you know, whatever problem that you're solving with this $10 offer. All right, so that's really what this is. It's just a pre-sale. It's almost like a pre-sale, but at the same time, you're giving them great value within that pre-sale product. You're prepping them to buy more product from you. Third thing is you need to upload the buyers list to Facebook and create a custom audience. I cannot stress how important this is, because literally, instead of you going out there and targeting all the same interests that everybody else is targeting on Facebook, you can use this buyers list of people who bought your products, who've listened to your video, who bought your product, who devoured your content. These are the people who are most likely to buy your high-end coaching, consulting, whatever. So you're going to upload this buyers list to Facebook and create a custom audience based on that audience. And so you want to have at least 100 sales before doing this. Otherwise, it's not going to be as powerful. Obviously, the more sales that you have, the more powerful this strategy is. So once you upload those emails, you're going to go ahead and create a lookalike audience for 1% through 10%. Okay, 1% through 10%. That means like 1%, 2%, 3%, all the way up to 10% audiences based on those emails. So what Facebook's going to do is going to take that, you know, that email list of all your buyers, and they're going to go out there and find similar people with those types of buyer profiles on Facebook, and it's going to line them up and create a million-sized audience for you, a 2 million, 3 million, so on. That way you're not going out there and targeting Frank Kern and Mike Fosame and Ty Lopez and Grant Cardone, you know, all the people that everybody else does for their ads. Facebook's going to create you a unique audience for you to target, and this is the best, okay, the best audience that you will ever have to target your offers with. All right. Next, you're going to launch each one of these lookalikes in a new campaign. So campaign 1, 1%, campaign 2, 2%, campaign 3, so on and so forth, all the way up until you get to 10. So you have 10 campaigns running all at once. Next thing is you're going to run the ads at $25 per day, and on each one of these campaigns, you're going to have 4 different ad copies. So you're going to have to create 4 different types of ad copies for your videos. All right, for your video, sorry. All right, 4 different types of ad copies. So that's going to help you not only with placement, okay, to get the best placement with your ads, but it's also going to give you an advantage because you're going to be testing 4 different ad copies at the same time. So you may come out with 2 ad copies that work the best, and so at that point you have 2 different angles that you can hit your audience with and convert them over into sales. And so that's how powerful it is, folks. This is literally what I use. That's it. There's a lot of, you know, obviously there's little nuts and bolts, you know, as far as like how to craft the best webinar, how to structure your registration page. You know, these little knick-knack stuff, obviously, you know, you're going to learn over time, but I'm giving you literally the secret, a backbone, a foundation to start with so that you can go out there and create your first $10,000 day. All right. So literally with a $10,000 offer, you've got to have something that if you're an expert, this is the only way that you're going to be able to craft a $10,000 offer. And what that looks like is, like I explained before, with the $3,000 level, $5,000, and $10,000, that is a more intimate experience. All right. Some people create these $10,000 mastermind groups, and they do the group coaching. It could be in form of calls, all right, like 2 times a week, phone calls, with homework at the end of each session, and then a Q&A session, okay, a short Q&A call. Or it can be in the form of webinars. You can have one webinar a week and one Q&A call each week to answer all the questions, and also at the same time that helps other people inside the group learn at the same time. And that's the best way that I've crafted $10,000 offers. Now, anything above $10,000, you got to meet these people in person. I said 25,000 is what I do. Have a mastermind, rent a mansion. Everybody stays inside the mansion, and you conduct class once each day for 5 hours out of that day. You can include activities with that, like taking them on a yacht if you want. And then obviously there's more. There's other levels beyond 25,000, but you got to get more creative, and you really have to put something together that they can win with. Okay, a strategy that they can win with, a mindset. More of this stuff at 10,000 and above is about transformation. All right, they're trying to transform, because these products out here have been given to people, and they have all the strategies that they can use, but they don't have the right mindset, and they don't know how to transform their business or put certain metrics in place in order for them to scale. And that's really what these offers are about. When you're offering a coaching at 10,000 or consulting at 10,000 and above. So I hope you guys got value out of this webinar or video today, not webinar. And if you want to learn more about this type of stuff, some higher or advanced type of stuff, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and definitely hit the like button. Leave a comment on how you felt about this training that I gave you today. All right, you guys take care, and I definitely will see you at the top.